Good evening everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be continuing from where we left off. And we will be starting on the main story segment in the Bone Pits. So without further ado, here we go.
Agent, you're in position. Burn a hole through that wall and feed in the camera.
Where is Admiral Davos? I did not invite servants. I act in the Admiral's name. I'll show you.
Getting audio only. Can you see anything?
Pour some wine and find a private room. And I'll tell you all about it when I get back.
There. Begin playback.
Ashok the Unyielding, I am honored by your invitation. I am Admiral Davos, and I fought in the Battle of Hoth. Unlike my peers, I was left to the icy wastes. For 6 months I wandered the wreckage. As I lost my vitality, I found many items of great value. Weapons, artifacts, even a Republic shuttle full of secrets. I hid them in the starship graveyard, so that I might one day claim my prize.
Today's that day. Give us safe passage into the starship graveyard, and we'll all leave rich.
Hey, Agent? Might want to see this.
Is there a problem?
Shaggy man. Hey, ugly. Gonna make a towel out of you. Come on out. I'll show you my gun.
Situation under control. What happened with the meeting?
We got a deal, sir. The pirates are going to escort Admiral Davos to his treasure, but they outlined their route. I think we know where they're heading.
A little more time, and I could have shot them through the wall.
I doubt it would have helped. The Arstocker and I can meet you at the edge of the starship graveyard. There's an Imperial outpost there. Saga can fill you in, and we can plan a final approach. Temple out.
It might not have helped much in the end, but it certainly would have made me feel better to eliminate the two of them. Yeah, well, soon enough. For now, we will continue with the Planetary storyline and the Hailstorm Brotherhood. Yes, it's down in a crevice. Yes, it is. Let's find a way down that doesn't involve me falling to my death. And that takes care of the Lumni spice.
Ugly.
That's the first trap sprung. Second sprung. And the last. Now we can go and report those. Both the side and the planetary story. Naturally, that's not the end of the planetary story in this segment, because it would be far too short, and the game just can't have that.
The spice has been destroyed, and the pirates along with it. The pirates had a good idea. The Empire should think about getting into that market. I found the Hailstorm Brotherhood you spoke of. The pass is clear.
Is that so? Glad to hear their bodies are finally getting colder. Those maniacs have laughed at us for far too long. But here's something they don't know. We've found out where they hide. The Hailstorm Brotherhood make camp in an open-air fortress cut out of the ice, not far from here. I guess caves were too easy. They obey what their beloved Master Saga tells them to. He's their legend. A man who can survive anywhere. Kill the head of their little personality cult, and the body will fall apart.
I'm not afraid of a little challenge.
Then you're taking on the right maniac. Sav's fought just about everyone and everything on Hoth at one time or another. Even when his men were killed at the Battle of High Ridge, he lived in the snow, hunting wampus with a spear made from an icicle. 3 weeks later, he strolled back to the ice fortress, none the worse. So if you see him, don't give him any chances.
I like killing cultists. Makes me feel like I'm tidying up the galaxy.
Agreed. But I have one final request. Master Sav is responsible for this. For me. For my men. When you kill him, you let him know what a mistake he made leaving me alive.
I suppose so. 58. Back down into the crevice we go, to make our way to the Fortress of Ice. Aptly named the Chilling Death Spire. Such a long way to have to go to wrap around just to get to the bridge for the Chilling Death Spire. You would think the snow and the footprints left behind would give you away even in stealth mode. That realism isn't exactly followed.
It seems you have some skill, stranger. You are not the effete little warriors they usually send our way. I suppose you were also the one who slew so many in the White Ridge Hills.
Your men are dead, buried in the snow. I am here.
I had expected more hatred from a foe we have beaten and starved. But perhaps you are not from the outpost, are you? No. Them I know. You are something different. You do as I do. You compete to out-compete. For you, I have a challenge.
Time's up. You're dead.
I think not.
So much for the unkillable.
Master Sav is dead. I found him in the ice fortress and cut him down.
Then the Brotherhood will be broken. Their cult of personality has lost its savior. I will contact Dornbase to send supplies to us. It won't be long before we clear out the Brotherhood's remnants. But Master Sav was just one of many. Soon we'll go after the big game. Boss Undro, Ellis Tarn, and the other Whitemore kingpins.
How do I get in on this?
Admiral Holtz is going to order an attack on key Whitemore members. But I don't know when or how. Fixer 308 at Zerek Outpost would have the details. The outpost's in the ship graveyard, prime Whitemore turf. If anyone's come up with a way to hammer the pirates right off this rock, the Fixer would know. Give her a try.
Off we go to the starship graveyard.
confirmed.
You strike quite the pose, Agent. The figure of Imperial dominance if ever I've seen it.
Save it.
One glance at your impressive stature, and our men will know that we've nearly won Hoth.
Tell me what you want, or leave.
On top of pirates and the Republic, our boys battle sub-zero temperatures, blizzards, frostbite. The list goes on. But you can boost their morale. What better way to warm up and invigorate the men than by rescuing supplies from the ship graveyard?
For Lord's sakes.
There's nothing like a strong drink to put fire in a man's spirit.
Regrettably, our funds don't allow for such indulgences. How about it? Recover the supplies from the shipyard? Emerge a legend of the Empire?
I give up, I'll do it.
Simply beat our competitors to the ship graveyard. Liberate valuables from the wreckage and deliver them to Captain Kanan. Then we'll have more than enough provisions to weather the storm.
Watch yourself, all right?
In conclusion, Admiral, this seems like the most opportune window we'll get. All I need is the go-ahead.
At least with my approval. Fixer, you may brief the volunteers and commence with the mission. Over and out.
Ah, there you are. I'm Fixer 308. We've been planning for your arrival ever since we heard about your success with the Tons.
Glad I could lend a hand.
We want you to handle something for us. The White Maw has been damaged enough to call a meeting of their gangs. The loss of the power station was a bigger blow than we thought. Every one of their gangs will be represented. We intend to get you into that meeting and have you capture or kill everyone present. The hard part is getting there.
Guards and walls have never kept me out before.
That part of the plan I trust to you. But there's more. The shuttles of the leaders' trusted captains will have the meeting's coordinates programmed into their navicomputers. What you'll need to do is find a lieutenant with a shuttle, kill him, and get his access card to steal his ship. Once you get access to the shuttle, fly it to their hideout, track down the gang leaders, and take them out. Can you do that?
Shall I do this with or without a blindfold?
Here's a dossier on the leaders to terminate, so you'll be able to identify them. Our psych profiles indicate that, given the opportunity, some of them may surrender. It's up to you. Lastly, if you find an opportunity to search their files, take it. There's no telling what secrets these malcontents have hidden away.
Cypher 9, stop. It is an honor to be in your presence. I share the mark of our master.
We all serve to the best of our abilities.
But he chose you, even in his summons to me.
Exile, the time has come for you to serve your purpose. Seek my hand and obey. The Emperor's servants walk your world. His honor guard battles Jedi, and I would know why.
The Imperial Guard is here, on Hoth. I can help you find them to learn their purpose, in our master's name.
I wasn't expecting our master to have eyes out here.
He sent me as a test, to endure the shards of frost piercing every vein, to suffer in ways I would remember. I was one of the first he chose when he returned to Drummond Cass. I am grateful for that, and for this chance to prove myself.
What made you worth Lord Jadis's attention?
My insignificance. I was a slave. We can move swiftly and subtly. The Imperial Guard is the Emperor's elite force, but they are mortal. They arrived planetside only a few days ago, and where they've died fighting the Jedi, there may be answers for our master. You could recover the Emperor's orders.
Getting involved with the Emperor? It almost sounds like Jadis is planning treason.
Our master wishes to understand the ruler of us all. How can that be treason? We act in his name.
Alright, so that is a Hand of Jadis only mission, so we'll have to make sure we accomplish that as well.
We'd be buried alive by the third marker. Bring up the northern passage. Let me see.
He's here, sir.
I'm aware of that. Resume planning. Agent, thanks to your surveillance, we have a lock on Admiral Davos' destination. He and his men are being escorted to a crashed Republic super dreadnought in the heart of the Starship graveyard. His horde is there.
By the time he arrives, all that's left will be ice.
If only it were that simple. The horde is sealed in the tertiary launch bay, protected by an army of White Moor pirates.
And?
Sorry I'm late. Did I miss the bad news?
There's no other kind.
Lovely. Go on.
This isn't a one-squad operation. The Defense Force will join you for the assault.
This is an Imperial intelligence operation. Your assistance is not required.
I spent a lot of time convincing them otherwise.
Even if she hadn't, Admiral Davos is too much of a threat. The Chiss Ascendancy has an interest here. I suggest a two-pronged approach. You slip past the pirates on the Super Dreadnought and deactivate the blast doors.
That'll let my team in. We can rendezvous at the launch bay. We'll be your backup.
I think you like keeping an eye on me.
If you catch them making out in the middle of a fight, just shoot them. They're dead weight.
Do not suggest treason again.
You've done us proud. We'll need more like you in the Empire if the Ascendancy is ever to seize its rightful place. Good luck.
Sir!
I'll see you at the Dreadnought. Either way, this will all be over soon.
Alright, let's go take care of the Hand of Jadis first. Then we'll do the planetary storyline, and then we'll get on with our main. Oh, lovely. I guess I have to take the long way. Part 4 of the Emperor's Orders. Part 3. Part 2. And Part 1. Now we just have to take them back. May as well go ahead and just do that now, because I'm not sure if there's a second part to this or not.
I found the remains of the Imperial Guardsmen. They carried this.
They're orders. I can't read these, but our master will have a way. The Emperor will have no secrets, and his plan will proceed. May I ask, you're his hand. What is Lord Jadis truly like?
His mind doesn't work like ours. I can't say what he's like, only that I'm honored to serve.
As am I. Thank you for allowing me a part in it.
Now to go deal with the White Maw lieutenants and gain access to a captain's ship so we can go take out the heads of the White Maw gang. Yeah, my backstab leveled up to lethal strike. It's one of the 5 ship parts. May as well grab them before we start taking people out to get to the meeting. We'll try out our new lethal strike while we're at it. Still no access code yet. And there's our access code. Now to go deal with the pirate leaders.
Want some of this?
heard enough alarms. The time has come to move our base of operations to Lorimar.
Why go to Lorimar when nothing can reach us here? The guards will handle whatever intruder's at the door.
Your guards couldn't handle an ortolan in a shock collar.
Skori bofore mita dosium. Moflaska ki kafi mamugur tu flator.
I don't know who you think you are, but you made a bad mistake opening this door.
Esa silgo terbena ser zet lakata.
I owe you nothing but a swift death.
Nengamo michu.
I did what you wanted. There were complications, but it's been handled.
I was dreading telling the rest of intelligence that I'd gotten you killed. So the White Maw finally falls. I wonder, was this the nerve center of their operation, or are their valuables hidden elsewhere?
I found a place called Lorimar in their databanks. It's likely their stash is there.
Lorimar. I wonder if that has to do with the inventor, Lorimar. He was quite a droid maker before he vanished a decade or so back. We should probably send a salvage team to investigate. But seeing as you trusted me with this information, I think I'll mark the area as unsecured until you're finished with it. That way the reclamation service doesn't get first crack.
That's kind of you.
Don't mention it. Especially not where internal security might be listening. Thank you. I doubt I could have trusted someone else to bring this operation to a close.
Oh. Well now. Guess we should sell some stuff off.
We hope our inventory will meet your needs. Thank you for your patronage.
Captain Kanan, I recovered these supplies from the ship graveyard. I've been told you need them.
Finally. Been weeks without working equipment. Now if we could only get a decent meal. I'd shake your hand, but I'm sick as a dog. The cold may freeze mucus, but it sure doesn't kill germs. Hearth's a little warmer, thanks to you.
Oh. Alright, now we just need to take care of Lorimar and then go deal with Admiral Davos. And then we'll be able to bid this ice bucket farewell. Nothing makes me happier than leaving Haw. That and another of the planets coming out. to shoot me out this time. Rude. It's a good thing we're a stealth character, because fighting all the way through here would be annoying.
We've gone through a lot of garbage to get here. Now it's payday.
Resource Recovery Machine 5. I will not allow you to open the cases. Do you understand?
No talking. It's time to die.
Neutralization mode engaged.
better knife. Alright. Now we just need to get back out of here and go deal with the Admiral. I would warp out of here, but then we'd have to go all the way back to the base and make our way all the way back up here again. So as annoying as it is, we'll rework our way back out of here. Should have known I'd have to go all the way around.
3 following. Blasters and flame projectors.
All right, keep them at a distance.
Sir, enemies in pursuit. More expected. Bit of a nightmare, but we'll hold them off.
What's the situation?
Admiral Davos and his horde should be down that corridor somewhere. Quite possibly with his escort.
11, 12 more. Marauders and Scourge.
Saga is holding our escape route outside. We'll keep the pirates off your back. Do what you came to do.
Still here. Still waiting for us.
Admiral, intruder. Target him, but do not fire. The hand of Jadus lives. I wondered what became of you.
I know about your horde and your deal with the pirates. You betrayed the Empire.
You say that so easily. I waited years to return to Hoth and reclaim my retirement funds. My superiors were never to know.
We should take him now.
Silence. You complicated matters. Forced us to part ways with the Empire. But this can be mended. Tell me what you desire.
No talking. It's time to die. Codename Legate to Hunter. I have located the Starbreeze.
I owe command 10 credits. You look awful, by the way. Get that shuttle running and rendezvous at these coordinates. Hunter, out.
Sir, pirates are down, but I'm the only one left. We need to get moving.
Come on, let's get this ship off the ground.
I'll do what I can. I don't think flying that thing will be easy.
Nice landing. Let's take a look. Solid body, not a scratch on her. And she came with my shuttle? What's her name?
Ensign Raina Temple, sir. Chiss Expansionary Defense Force.
Of course. Minder 17, Imperial Intelligence. Excellent work, both of you.
Just doing my job.
I'll fly the shuttle to its final destination. You can take my ride home. Ensign, why don't you and Kalia run a systems check? I need a minute with the agent.
I'll chisel the ice off the pilot seat for you.
Arden Cove will be happy. But the girl, we agree she needs to die, right?
She can be dangerous. Let me handle it.
Don't expect me to buy that. Look, you've worked with her, you've bonded with her.
Fine. I'm not heartless. Maybe she'll even be useful. You want her to live? You take responsibility. Stash her on your ship. She doesn't talk to anyone, doesn't learn about the SIS.
I guarantee she won't be a problem.
Just to be sure, though, I'm putting a command in your brain. Keyword, onomatophobia. If Raina Temple becomes a threat to our mission, or leaves your supervision, you will kill her. You won't have a choice.
If you think so.
Sir, Minder 17 told me about the transfer. I'm a little surprised. If intelligence wants me out of the GIS Defense Force, though, I won't argue. Nice as it would have been to pack an overnight bag.
You'll fit right in, Ensign. You shouldn't worry.
Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic opportunity. My father would love this. But if I can ask, why do you want me here?
Maybe I just like having a woman like you around.
I'm sure that's true, but if you won't tell me the full reason, just say so.
You're cute. We're going to a cantina and you're getting me so many free drinks.
I'll try to earn my keep.
Hey, Agent. I'm grabbing this ride. Race you back to the ship.
You'll be all right. Thank you, sir.
We don't have much. It looks like that will do us any good with the ensign.
Thank you, sir.
Looks like she's going to take some work. Turn in the assignment to Fixer 308 and then transport to our ship.
I went to the
That'll be the
pirate's
end of
hideout.
Hall.
I found this neutral chipset for a battle droid. I think Lorimar designed it.
Well, the stamp seems consistent with his work. Wait, it's brilliant. He's solved the traditional limitations of a chipset brain. Hold on a moment, I need to make a call. Admiral, we've recovered a battle droid neural chipset from the White Moor. It's the advancement we've been waiting for.
From the White Moor? What are they doing with tech like that?
Why didn't you say something about this earlier?
Frankly, I wasn't sure the engineering was possible.
We didn't even know it was more than theory. An innovation like this, its value is a different magnitude.
And a reproducible brain like this, far beyond war droids, producing it would be its own industry.
I live to serve. The Emperor. My people.
Thanking you for something on this scale seems trite. But thank you.
I'll get this to the space station at once, and then alert the reclamation service to the area. There's no telling what else they might find in there. And you've delivered it to us on a plate.
Now back to the ship.
just finished cleaning the fuel injectors to the sublight drive, you should notice a 0.00008% power increase.
Hello, Kalia. What's going on?
Hey, so I've been thinking, with all the stuff I've told you about my past, we ever talk about the Brental anarchists?
You've mentioned their existence and that you worked with them. No details.
Then here's a morsel for you. We were the Revolutionary Edge Brigade. So was probably me and a dozen other guys. We blew up hollow relays, robbed banks, kidnapped politicos and corporate honchos. Did a lot of damage.
I suppose you were vicious in your youth.
I've mellowed. RAB let me blow up stuff and call it progress. I wasn't really in it for the philosophy. Even so, there's times I look at who we work for now and, well, I never thought I'd end up helping a bunch of dictators, you know?
Dreams can be very different from reality.
Hey, you probably got it worse than me. Thing is, I'm actually pretty content. I've got money, company's decent. Even your squad's growing on me. Hypocrisy's a funny thing. See you around, Agent.
I hope I'm not prying. I overheard a bit of your conversation and couldn't help but wonder, have you noticed anything unusual about Khalil's behavior lately?
Less griping, more cheer. Other than that, no.
Interesting. I hadn't spotted that. However, I've noticed some encoded messages broadcast to and from the ship. Khalil has access to the relay, and I'm trying to assess all possibilities.
Let me know if anything happens, or if you find out more about those transmissions.
Of course. I always enjoy a puzzle.
Yeah, it's a twofer. We got points with both of them.
Agent, we've had time to think since reuniting the Killik colony. Not that our work hasn't kept us busy, but we didn't actually thank you for allowing our pilgrimage. You should come with us next time.
No need to thank me. You ever need support, just say the word.
We'll try not to make you regret that offer. In any case, we should get back to work. We promised Kalia we'd keep the hatchlings away from her quarters, which means some training is in order.
Last thing we need is infighting among the crew, or bugs under our pillows.
Spoken like the warrior poets of old. Let us know if anything comes up. We are ready to move when you are.
This is Leggett to Base Command. Mission complete.
Base Command here. Hunter gave me his report. He spoke highly of you. Not a lot of people earn his praise.
It was my pleasure to work with him. He was nothing if not professional.
I'm glad you think so. You may have to work with him again. I'm grateful the Starbreeze is in one piece. She'll help us win this war. Now, Hoth and Terrace makes two. Ready for the final stage?
I serve at your command.
Maybe you've heard of it. A death trap of a planet called Quesh. Our primary objective's there. I want you en route.
On my way, sir.
Get to these coordinates when you arrive and we'll be in touch. Base Command out.
Alright, we're gonna head to Quesh and see if we can't end this part of the story before the video's over.
Agent, I hope this recorded message finds you well. This is Aristocles Saganu of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force. I never got the chance to see you off Hoth. Understandable, things were hectic. Nonetheless, you proved a worthy ally, and one deserving of the Ascendancy's trust. A token of our appreciation has been delivered to Imperial Intelligence. I hope they will pass it on to you. And lastly, give my regards to Ensign Temple. Doubtless she serves you as well as she served us.
With that, we're at level 59. Alright, let's quickly talk to the companions and then get on our way.
I rather like your ship. Not exactly military, but it'll be nice not sleeping in a thermosuit. Once we're underway, you'll bring me up to speed on my duties, sir. Show me the tricks of undercover work.
I look forward to training you personally, Hanson.
I was afraid you'd leave it to the Ratataki. I probably ought not to bring this up, but there is the matter of my talents. If I'm operating in the Empire, there's the chance the Sith will find out what I can do. They wouldn't be pleased.
As part of my crew, you have my protection.
Understood, sir. In the meantime, I intend to make myself irreplaceable.
Alright, that got her to level 2. She's going to be a lot of dialogue work since we don't have very many gifts that she likes.
My good friend, allow an old man some sentiment and join me for a reminiscence. Today is the 13th anniversary of the death of Cypher 12, one of the finest agents I've ever worked with.
I've never heard of a Cypher 12. They don't mention our predecessors much.
Our history is fleeting, to say the least. Cypher 12 was one of the old guard from before the war. He cultivated allies on the fringes. By the time he received his Mandalorian brands, he'd also become verbally abusive in private, but he never cracked on the job. Always had a smile.
If he was so capable, what happened to him?
Eventually the odds caught up with him, and a Hapani royal assassin punctured his lungs. Inevitable, really. Are you aware how few Cyphers survive past year 5?
Not many Cyphers survive fighting Jedi and Sith, either.
More than you might suppose. I admire the line you walk between obedience and ingenuity. Unfortunately, your methods breed enemies. Be careful not to end up without recourse.
There's some truth there, I'll admit. We'll see what happens.
Friendly advice from one who knows. I've made it through a very long career by choosing my partners wisely. I've outlasted them all, and I intend to keep doing so.
Nice way to say I'm gonna do whatever it takes to survive longer than you. And he's finally at 10.
Look, I'm sorry to dump this on you, but you're gonna need to live without me for a little while. It'll be quick, but I need time off to wrap up some personal things.
If you need to go, I won't keep you. Is there anything I can do?
Sweet of you to ask, but no.
And I was worried I'd miss your departure. Kaleo, we've had our differences, but I wanted to wish you the best of luck. I'm sure the Wheezer and his Revolutionary Edge Brigade will be delighted to have you back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm surprised that you would permit this, though. Letting Kaleo see her old anarchist friends must violate any number of Imperial regulations.
Enough. You do not casually accuse teammates of treason.
Well, of course. There's nothing casual about this. I've traced encoded messages sent from this ship to the leader of the Brental anarchists.
Look, it's not what you think. The Weezer got in touch, said he needed help. Didn't say why, but I figure security's cracking down on the cell again.
Why didn't you say anything?
The Weezer was good to me, so I thought I'd lend a hand. I didn't want to get anyone killed. I wanted to protect you. If you don't trust me, come back with me and watch my back. We'll buy him off somehow. Might actually survive that way.
All you had to do was ask.
Thank you. I'll get in touch with him. One call to set up the meeting.
I'll leave you to your work.
We're all set. The Weezer will meet us at the Hutta spaceport. Just try to make this go without a fight. I don't need to lose either of you.
We will save that for the next installment, because I'd like to get Quesh over with.
How are things, Vector?
Agent, when we communed with the other nests, we saw a force for change in the galaxy. There are Killiks as large as starships and as small as mites, Joiners from 100 species on 1,000 worlds. We mean to report on the Killik colony to the diplomatic service.
The Killiks are a force to be reckoned with, and the Empire should know.
If the service can make entreaties to the colony, if we make them an ally, we'll have a foothold in the unknown regions. We'd have access to Killik craftsmanship, joiner information. Even without their military support, they would be invaluable.
What would an Imperial Killik alliance take?
We've outlined a proposal. The Killiks want peace and resources, and the Empire can offer both. And if the Empire doesn't make allies of the Killiks, someone else may get to them first.
However I can assist, say the word.
We'd ask you to sign off on the report. Other than that, we'll keep your offer in mind. Thank you.
Alright, now let's get to Quesh.
Begin encrypted message. This is Keeper to Cipher 9. You don't have long before Republic intercept, but I wanted to hear from you. Status report, please.
It's been much too long, Keeper. Things aren't easy, but I'm still with the SIS.
I wouldn't expect any less. That wasn't my concern. I'm getting disturbing reports about your activities. Loss of Imperial life on Hoth and some sort of incident at headquarters. Cipher, I need to know if the stress is getting to you.
Wanted someone inside the SIS. What I did to earn their trust.
Your job is to learn what the SIS is after. Then, and only then, you must kill Arden Cove. Don't lose sight of those goals. Keep it out.
Patience. The serum is working. Play the game until you're free.
It's just being ridiculous. There's no reason quick travel shouldn't work even up here. But if if that's the way it's going to be, then we will just use the speeder to get there.
This is codename Leggett. I'm in position awaiting orders.
Leggett, how's Quesh compared to Hoth? Find any pretty ensigns?
Nar Shaddaa, Hoth, Quesh. We can't get away from each other, can we?
What can I say? We're on the same team now. Hunter to deck. Report in.
Codename Saber in position. Good to see you, Leggett.
Codename Wheel ready for operations. And I'll be in position shortly. It's good to see you together as a team. Too many solo jobs nowadays. But now we're together for the most important job we've ever done. We're here for a weapon. One that can stop this war. Over a decade ago, Colonel Omas of Republic Special Forces assembled a team of the galaxy's greatest scientists. The scientists, led by Nason Godera, were instructed to design a weapon capable of turning back the Imperial threat. A shadow arsenal of missiles cloaked from detection and more powerful than any made before.
Colonel Omas died at the Battle of Hoth. Mason Godera moved on to other things. Everyone assumed the Shadow Arsenal was never completed. But it was. Mason Godera built the Shadow Arsenal on Quesh, then concealed it in a fit of conscience.
These missiles, that's what we've been working toward.
The ultrawave transmitter had Mason Godera's weapon activation codes. Colonel Omas's shuttle, the Starbreeze, led us to this star system.
And the assault on Mangasa? Wheel and I...
Gave us one more key. Mason Godera wiped all records of the weapon, called it catastrophic. Didn't want it used. There are 200 missiles in the Shadow Arsenal. Only takes one to destroy Ka City. Threat alone should make the Sith surrender.
Your plan won't work. Destroy Ka City, destroy the Korriban Academy. They'll only want revenge.
Then we'll have to fight. The missiles are still inside the old manufacturing complex. 2 square kilometers of factories and tunnels.
Sealed up but still intact. The scientists couldn't bear to destroy their work, so they built defenses 50 years ahead of Republic standard.
We're going to secure the facility. I'll bring in the shuttle and locate the Shadow Arsenal.
Sid, take out the main batteries. Wheel, see what you can do with the main computer. Affirmative. Leggett, you'll penetrate the structure at these coordinates, bypass the droids and lower the facility shields so our shuttle can land.
Just stay in contact. You'll know when it's done.
May the Force be with us, my friends. Ending the couple.
And Leggett, in case you had any doubts, keyword, onomatophobia. You will lower the shields, and the Shadow Arsenal will be ours.
You can keep doing that all you want.
Saber to deck. These droids are nasty. Can we take some of them home along with the missiles?
Mr. Saber, you're going to make me feel unwanted. Watch the banner. But it's not a bad idea. Interface terminal located. Deactivating blast door seals. You should have a clear path, Leggett.
I had a clear path without your help.
Saber, some kind of aerial drone headed your way.
I'm alright. I'll get those batteries offline.
I sense something dangerous. Be careful, all of you.
Reading an ion buildup. I need to bring the shuttle down now. Leggett, Saber, it's all up to you.
No choice. Deactivated.
This is Leggett. Shields are down. The shuttle is clear to land.
And Saber did her part. We'll have the Shadow Arsenal on board and headed for Republic space within the hour. You're going to hold position here. Protect the controls until we're gone.
Do you have a rendezvous in mind?
Leggett, this is goodbye for now. Go back to Imperial Intelligence. Shore up your contacts. We'll be in touch in a few months.
They don't need you anymore.
Hold position. Keyword, onomatophobia. And thank you.
They're going to win. Now we're out of time.
If they get the Shadow Arsenal off Quesh, this war becomes a lot bloodier.
The IX serum has been eating at you since you injected it, carving neural pathways, bleaching your brain. It isn't finished, but it'll have to suffice. We're going to rewrite your programming. New commands, new keyword, no outside control. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Fesh Protocol, Phase 1. New keyword. Iconoclasm.
Keyword accepted. Fesh Protocol engaged.
Now you have access. You can force your mind and body to obey a new program. Tell me what you want.
I want to go beyond what this body is capable of. No more pain or exhaustion.
Dangerous? Interesting. Embed limit break commands. Keyword activate from user only. Accept no outside orders.
Limit break commands embedded. Accepting no further orders.
Revert to Phase 0. You're free now. Time for me to go. But stop the SIS. Find out how they obtained Imperial brainwashing codes. There are truths you need to know.
Sir? What's going on? Can you hear me?
I'll explain later. Just follow my lead.
Since she is so low, I can't afford for any disapproval.
No choice. Deactivated.
I want to get in.
Sir? What's going on?
Those holocalls I've been getting. The people making them are our new targets. Let's go.
Yes, sir. I just hope you're going to explain this later.
Maybe. Alright, we have 17 minutes before the video shuts off. Hopefully I can finish this up by then, because this will bring Chapter 2 to an end, and we'll be entering the home stretch, for the beginning segment anyway. Then the expansions will begin.
Minor damage to left tertiary servomotor. Functions are not impaired.
For a droid, you're a bad liar. Come on.
Multiple life forms approaching.
Leggett? I thought you were supposed to be at the shield controls.
My name isn't Leggett, and I don't take orders from the Republic.
No! Wheel, call Master Koth now! Go!
Good luck. Two down. 2 to go.
Blasted machine. Locking mechanisms disengaged.
Leggett, I thought I felt you. You're supposed to be back at the shields. I see. You're free, aren't you?
Do you know what happens when you cage an animal? He gets vicious.
Is that how you think? You've shown me your true face. Let me show you mine. Before Ardenkoth, the SIS chief, there was a better man. A Jedi Knight who couldn't live up to the code. That Jedi can't live in a world of shadows. But maybe he can still save the galaxy.
You failed at being a Jedi. Now you fail at being a spy. Time to die.
Huh? You fight good, Cypher. I don't expect mercy. The Shadow Arsenal was my chance to stop the war, and I failed.
You're going to die knowing the Republic will fall.
I don't care. She can disapprove on that one.
There is no death. There is the Force.
That seems like a death to me.
He's not getting back up. I think we just saved the Empire.
Arden Koth may be dead, but we can't leave the Shadow Arsenal in place.
I can see if I can contact Kresh Command, if you like.
Cypher. Imperial again, huh? And no more programming. That is a surprise. I was finished with Arden, but I had plans for you. We could have wandered the galaxy together. Me as the captain, you as my servant.
The thought of traveling with you makes my skin crawl.
You wound me. Big changes are coming. Imperial intelligence and the SIS. History will forget them, and it'll forget you. I just tipped off a squadron of Imperial bombers. That facility is about to be wiped out.
I'll claw my way out of the rubble to hunt you down. Do you hear me?
Loud and clear. I'm sure you'll be a nasty pile of dust.
I look forward to killing you. Alright, and now back to the ship.
Greetings, Master. You're looking fit and deadly, as always.
This is Keeper to Cipher 9. Emergency transmission, please respond. I have reports of a level 5 annihilation wave on Quesh, triggered by an Imperial bombing run. An SIS team was the target. Are you all right?
That explosion was something called the Shadow Arsenal. It was Arden Koth's weapon of choice to win the war. Neither the Shadow Arsenal nor Arden Koth is a threat any longer.
Cipher, what have you been through? Updating the Minister now. Pulling 2 sections off alert, giving approval to the Moffs to accelerate our timetable. Tell me the rest later. You changed the war and everything's going to be different.
You have no idea.
I appreciate the situation, but if we're going to work together, there are things I need to know.
Of course. As Lord Jadis's hand, you're entitled to whatever I can provide. Take a day or two. Remember who you are while there's still a quiet place in the galaxy. By the time you're recovered and back at headquarters, we'll be ready to march on Coruscant.
And thus ends Chapter 2. And Ensign Temple is now at level 4. Companionship level 4 anyway. Alright, so when we resume, we will take care of Kaliyo's companion mission. And then we will head to Dromon Koss to finally get answers in the Hidden Throne For now, though, let's wrap up some of this companion stuff while we still have time.
You said you wanted to talk.
Yes, sir. Ensign Raina Temple, formerly of the CHIS Expansionary Defense Force, reporting for combat drills.
I can show you a few things. What brings this on?
Frankly, I need the practice. No one ever taught me covert maneuvers. If you've got time...
You're just looking for an excuse to be alone with me.
That's only one of many benefits. Are you coming? All right. I think I've sweat enough for one day. Any last words of wisdom for your freshly transferred ensign?
Never let anything distract you. No one can compensate for your errors.
I'm confident it isn't so dire, but I take your point. You know, my father used to come home from exercises freshly scarred. I was 12 before I realized his training drills were intelligence operations. He was captured twice, but he wouldn't let me worry, no matter how bad it got.
You two must have been close.
Oh, I adored him. He gave me a pet feelings for my birthday. That'll melt any girl's heart. Thank you for the lesson. A few more, and I'll be infiltrating enemy camps with the best of them.
Maybe. Alright, that got her to 5. It's slow going, but it's going.
Cypher, I had the most delightful conversation with Master Vector. Did you... I'm getting a feed on my earpiece. One moment.
I apologize. That's the 3rd time this week one of my security alarms has gone off.
If there's trouble, let's go. You can brief me on the way.
No need for that. I monitor all my safe houses as a matter of course. I have a few dozen around the galaxy. A precaution, really. I haven't needed them in years. Usually when an alarm goes off, it means a child has come exploring, or a rat has slipped through the ventilation shafts.
You're not going to double-check?
Hardly worth the bother. I really should dismantle the safe houses altogether. But old habits die hard.
Besides, I hold out hope that I'll need to go to ground someday in one last exciting adventure.
Remind me not to underestimate you, Doctor. If we ever need a sanctuary...
You'll have whatever humble aid I can provide.
Agent, we heard back from the diplomatic service about our proposed alliance with the Killik colony. Our report was soundly ignored. It seems we have less credibility than we thought.
You don't sound very concerned.
A colleague named Fulner S. sent the update on our report along with a message. He wants us to call him, accompanied by our handler. We believe he means you.
Put him through, we'll see what he wants.
Master Hillis, I'm so glad you got my message. How are you? How's Anya?
Anora. We haven't seen her in some time, but we hear she's well. And your son?
I'm stationed on Balmoral, still hoping to join the Shadow Fist. And you must be Cipher 9. It's my privilege to meet you. Rest assured, I went through channels to arrange this. Imperial Intelligence has agreed to loan me Vector so long as you're amenable.
Tell me your proposal and I'll see what we can do.
My superiors don't see the wisdom in Vector's advice. I do. Yet I lack the authority to force the issue.
Someone is blocking you?
Tarab, Sabini, the usual crew. If I'm to win them over, I need influence. Vector, with your ties from the service and the colony's knowledge, I could amass a string of victories. And the more I succeed through your consultations, the better chance your Killik Imperial Alliance comes to pass.
What's your take on all this?
He wants us to play politics, but that is how things are accomplished.
Perceptive man. I'll be in touch with specifics.
We appreciate your help, Agent. We'll make it worthwhile, to you to the Empire and to the colony.
Alright, that is where we will end for this session. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future installments. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It really helps out our channel. And feel free to visit us over at twitch.tv/GrimmaryChannel2 for additional content. And if you like what you see there, please be sure to give us a follow. It helps out over there as well. Thank you everyone, and have a nice night.